car. I just walked up a hill. There's that hill I have to go climb up before I walk up to the store. And man, does it get me winded sometimes. I wish that it didn't. But I took a shower. I decided I was gonna walk up to Starbucks really quick and see if the Starbucks in our store here has this new drink that's like the Strawberry Funnel Cake Frappuccino. I know it sounds super fattening, but like, I don't know. I think it would be pretty good. And since I can't have coffee as much anymore, sometimes trying to have these like delicious non-coffee drinks is really nice. So I'm doing that before I go edit today. Yeah. I get it. Oh my goodness. Hello, machine. That was great timing. I was gonna be like, hey look, I got it. And I took a sip and it reminds me a lot of toasted white mocha. And I guess it is coffee based, which whatever, I'll let myself have it this time. I had to try it though. It's one of those ones that like pops up on your app, like limited time, like Frappuccino or whatever. So I was like, yeah. Tastes like toasted white mocha. It's really good. It's really sweet. And it has strawberry syrup on it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Very good. Okay. Trying to get myself motivated a little bit. Still drinking this delicious thing. I am sucking this down so quick. I want to make a vlog clip to stop myself from drinking that so fast again. Anyways, yes, I'm going to try to edit a video. God, today's just been one of those days where like I feel like I got a lot of the important things done this morning other than like editing and stuff. I was going back and forth between what do I want to do. I'm like, I had to take a shower, so I did that, but I was like, I really want to walk up to the store. I really want to try this Frappuccino, but then part of me is like just wanting to sit outside and read my new book that I haven't been able to start yet. Yes, I got Lynn Spears' book, Through the Storm, because I need to know things. I have been following that Free Britney movement like crazy, especially lately, and Sloan, the one that I've really been watching a lot of lately, talks a lot about it, and a lot of references come from this book. And when I read Britney Inside the Dream, it also had a lot of references to this book, and I need to read it. And I finally finished reading Go Ask Alice, so I was like, great, now I can start reading Through the Storm. But now I have to edit. And then I also wanted to I also wanted to rhinestone. I also wanted to try to see if I could find a TikTok. There's a lot of things going on in this little brain. So I'm just gonna try to edit and go from there. Oh, and to top it all off, I also have to start dinner in like 5 minutes. Well, like, Mike and I decided we wanted to do lasagna tonight, which is delicious. But it takes like 80 minutes, so I have to like get it in there and going, which is fine. It's not that big of a deal, but it's just one of those things. I'm like, I know that the moment I finally start, my alarm will go off and I'll be like, oh, time to make dinner. Well, wish me luck. Hi. Today feels very disheveled to me and all over the place, and I feel like things just aren't necessarily working out the best. To start off, I almost ended up having the same problem I had on Monday with my rescheduled follow-up appointment, and I'm like, there was reasons why, and we got through eventually, thank God. And I finally had that follow-up, but man, I was waiting for 30 minutes or so. I called the direct line I was given 3 times. That the poor lady was, I guess, dealing with another issue with appointment scheduling. So she was on the phone with somebody already, and that's why I didn't get through. And then I had to call the main hospital or whatever, and they had to direct me to there when she was ready. And then it turned out that my doctor I was going to see actually had an emergency visit she had to do, which of course happens, and I understand that. So she was just coming back from that and finally got back, and we were able to have our virtual appointment. Of course, it's because of the things that happen sometimes, you know, like emergency appointments or someone, the receptionist being stuck on the phone for a little bit or something along those lines. But it's so bad because my anxiety. Oh, my anxiety. I was so anxious about this virtual meeting. This is where my struggle comes in with my anxiety. I was so uncomfortable, so nervous. I almost felt sick to my stomach that it wasn't going to work this time because of what happened on Monday. That's how my brain works, right? That's what anxiety does. I was like, it's not going to work. Oh my God, like, what if it doesn't work? And I'm so scared it's not going to work. And then it doesn't work. And I'm like almost panicking at that point because my anxiety was just confirmed, which is the worst thing ever for me because it's like, oh God, I was right. It happened. And like, it's so crazy. It's so crazy. It makes me spiral and I hate it. But we got through. I was so concerned that I was going to have to reschedule again. I was so nervous. But to tone down that anxiety, at least it happened eventually and it wasn't just rescheduled. But of course, my anxiety doesn't understand or that until it actually happens. So I was definitely sort of in a panic the whole time. And then I'm supposed to work this afternoon and I don't work in the evening. So I've actually had two instances. Well, granted, our movie theater, is in a very slow spot right now, okay? Like, that happened, we just opened. The worst part about that, though, is that they start lumping shifts together because it's based around the time when the movies start, and our first movie doesn't start till like 3:30. So, yeah, and that's one thing I don't like about the movie theaters. The schedule changes every single week, and like you don't know what your schedule is going to be until the Tuesday before the following Friday. So I didn't know if I was going to work this Friday or not till yesterday. Like, it gives me anxiety in itself. It just gives me anxiety in itself. Anyways, I was scheduled for a later shift, which thankfully in this case it works around Mike's work. So he's going to drop me off a little extra early and then he'll be able to come pick me up afterwards. Otherwise, I'd be busing and walking, and that takes up to an hour and a half. In the evening, it's more like an hour and a half to 2 hours, even though I'm not that far because of how, like, I have to wait for a certain bus and then I have to walk 30-40 minutes. So, yeah. But thankfully, today's going to work out. Although, this is what I meant when I said I had 2 instances of this. And my new schedule that came out yesterday, I was scheduled for a closing shift in concessions. That goes to 9:30. I don't close ever. I've never closed in my life. I don't know the process. So it freaked me out, threw me into a spiral last night. I had several breakdowns. It was awful. I'm dramatic, but it's part of my mental disorder. So I had a whole thing, and now we're trying to see if we could either cover it or if I'm just going to try to push it out and like work it, because it's also my only shift that I have that week. But yeah, so most of the shifts have become open and close shifts because we don't open until like 3 o'clock, 3:30. So whoever's scheduled for like concessions or door, it's like concessions works from open to close. Door works from open to close. Like, it's just kind of weird. And door is like the ushers that pull your tickets and stuff. Anyway, so we're trying to figure that out. I was going to try to take one for the team and just like take that shift next week and try to work out a ride with Mike, because otherwise I wouldn't be home till probably like 11 because the buses are so temperamental at nighttime. I just feel so disheveled today. Like, that happened. I still have to work. It feels uncomfortable that I had this huge mishap happen this morning with the appointment, and then I still have to work. I know people people live like this normally. It's just the fact that all this stuff happened already today, and I feel like the day should be over now. Like, that's how it feels in my brain. But it's not. I still have to work, which is a whole other level of energy that I'm going to have to channel. Anyways, so thank you for letting me rant. This became so long that I'll probably just make it its own vlog with a couple of the clips. In which case, if I don't see you again, I really appreciate you watching this video. Please, if you could, subscribe and also comment down below. I would love to hear from you because I know I have views, but I only hear from a couple people and you know who you are, so thank you so much for reaching out like that. But I would love to hear from you, so please comment down below. Let me know you're watching. Thank you so much. All right, bye.